Is it time to buy or sell SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we're diving deep into SPDR S&P 500 ETF. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 9th of September 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of artificial intelligence and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May 2025, our system has ranked the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a strong buy candidate, assigning it a score of 5.64. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. Those who followed our analysis would have experienced an impressive gain of 10.01% since we first recommended the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a buy candidate 73 days ago. This equates to an average return of 0.14% per day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is currently positioned within a narrow and modest upward trend in the short term, with indications of potential further growth within this trend. Analyzing the current 3-month trend reveals a likely change of approximately 8.15% over the upcoming 3 months, with a potential return ranging between 6.87% and 10.10%. In terms of the longer perspective, our 12-month analysis projects a change of about 8.28%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 13.9% to positive 6.58% over the next year. This would translate to a future price estimated to fall between $559.96 and $693.11. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF features the headline, Stronger Technical Forecast for SPDR S&P 500 ETF Price After Tuesday Trading. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF price increased by 0.231% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 9th of September 2025, rising from $648.83 to $650.33. During that day, the ETF fluctuated by 0.562%, with a low of $647.22 and a high of $650.86. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 1.22% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, volume increased on the last day alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator. With 3 million more shares traded compared to the previous day, in total, 65 million shares exchanged hands for approximately $42.56 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF reached $652.21, while the lowest was $481.80. Currently, the price sits at 0.29% or $1.88 below the 52-week high of $652.21, which is also the all-time high for the ETF. The SPY experienced approximately $2.1 billion in outflows this week, despite U.S. equity exchange-traded funds attracting new investments overall. This indicates a selective repositioning rather than a widespread sell-off. The gains in the S&P this year are largely driven by a few large-cap stocks, particularly in artificial intelligence and major technology, which have obscured the performance of weaker companies. Recent additions to the index have led to rebalancing flows into these newly included stocks. In the short term, positive sentiment surrounding technology, bolstered by a significant product event and rising futures, may help keep the S&P and SPY stable. However, diminishing liquidity and warnings of potential volatility spikes increase the risk of sharp declines in response to negative news. Should the outflows continue, we might see elevated intraday volatility for SPY and some modest downward pressure on its price, especially if there is a swift shift towards more affordable foreign equities and underperforming S&P stocks. Looking further ahead, SPY's trajectory will align with index concentration and valuation trends. Ongoing dominance by a select few large-cap companies could support further gains, while a sustained shift toward value stocks or non-US markets might compress returns and alter the flow of passive investments. It is essential to monitor fund flows and liquidity, as these will provide the clearest signals for near-term price movements. The following signals have been identified for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, providing a positive forecast for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these two signals, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. In the event of corrections downward, support can be expected at $646.37 and $639.37. A decline below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Friday, the 1st of August, 2025, and to date, it has risen 4.6%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is regarded as a positive technical indicator. However, some negative signals have also emerged, which may impact the near-term developments. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence. Here are some additional signals you may find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence. A sell signal has been indicated. Pivots. A buy signal was noted 27 days ago. Bollinger. A buy signal emerged 18 days ago. Short-term moving average. A buy signal occurred 5 days ago. Examining the 12-month chart reveals the short moving average, a sell signal, was indicated 14 days ago. The long-term moving average, a buy signal, was noted 84 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, a buy signal, was observed 73 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. The SPDR S&P 500 finds support from accumulated volume at $632.08. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be anticipated when the support is tested. Overall, this ETF tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and due to its good liquidity, the risk associated with it is regarded as very low. In the past day, the ETF experienced a movement of $3.63 between its highest and lowest points, translating to a change of 0.562%. Over the last week, the ETF has shown a daily average volatility of 0.746%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which suggests that the ETF could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you may want to consider entering a position and using volume as a guide for when to exit. On the downside, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at $632.08. If this support level holds, it could serve as a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $616.33, reflecting a decrease of 5.23%. This exchange-traded fund experiences very low daily fluctuations, which translates to minimal risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal generated from a pivot bottom identified 26 days ago. Is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF a good buy? The SPDR S&P 500 holds several positive signals and is currently on a weak upward trend. As the saying goes, let the trend be your friend. Therefore, we consider it a solid choice at these levels and anticipate further gains over the next 3 months. We have upgraded our analysis conclusion for this ETF from a buy to a strong buy candidate since our last evaluation. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 10th of September, we anticipate that the SPDR S&P 500 ETF will open lower by 86 cents and begin trading at $649.47. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. by utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.